I'm sure a lot of us can be familiar with this sight and position. Still in bed in your covers, or if you're ambitious enough, you end up on the couch. You know that there's stuff that requires your attention, but you'd rather be doing this, or just anything besides that stuff. I already did so much work, you know. I mean, you can do them. You did some of them, but it's getting harder and harder. Some sort of mini burnout, you know. I also had to clarify mini burnout because now I think about it, it sounds like I'm describing depression, but I'm not. Anyways, yeah. Whilst in the making of this video, that was what I was going through. So I will address the problem the way I do best. Ranting through it. I bet you didn't expect that one. I didn't expect that either. Anyways, hi. I have finished my second week of college, and man, maybe it's not for me. I'm realizing how important mental breaks are, so you don't mentally break. Because after that week was done, I sat in bed for the next 3 days. Today, as I'm recording this, it's Monday, September 16th, and from the last Friday, I'll say, because I can't even think right now, I was basically in bed all the time, and I wasn't even sick. I was just burnt. I was dead. Alright, to the world, I was basically a fish, a vegetable, I don't know what else you would call it, okay? I was just not functioning. I cannot think that well because of how much I used my brain, which hasn't been used in a while, like I said in the last video. And although I did get work done, I basically put an obese person on a treadmill and forced him to run a mile. That's not gonna happen. Sure, my brain ran that mile, but guess where it is now? It is in, well, I don't want to do anything mode because I already did so much mode and it's exhaustive and it hurts and please just get me out of here. I want to go to bed right now. It's still in that mode. That bed looks really comfy. If I sound annoyed or angry, I'm mostly annoyed because I did get so much work done and I'm very proud of what I did, but I still have more work to do, right? And that's just college. You have constant work cycling. It's just that I could have approached it in a better way, but that's in retrospect. So I guess there's that. And like I said, I've learned my lesson, and now I can approach it differently this week. However, I still am recovering from that second week. Yeah, it's only the second week. I just realized that. It's only the second week too. So starting this third week, I think I have some implementations I can put forth soon. However, right now, it's all about the recovery process. Man, I really can't think today. This is more of a yap session than anything at this point. To give you a clearer picture on how far gone I was, in my stats class, stay with me now, I know I said stats class. In my stats class, there was a problem that was essentially 4 plus 4, right? It's like, oh, man, this is easy. I answered 16. I don't know. I just don't know. I really just don't know. You know, when I put on these glasses, like, sometimes it makes me feel smart, but, like, when I saw that, I was like, no way. From that moment on, I just knew. No. I gotta get out of here. Like, and it's... The most frustrating part about it was that I can do the material. The stuff was, like I said, easy. It was literally 4 plus 4, I kid you not. But my brain was just so fatigued, I couldn't do anything at that point. And that's what frustrates me because it's easy. I know I can do it. I've done it before. A toddler could do it, but it's just not crossing this finish line that I need to get over. This hurdle that's just 5 feet. I'm 5'5". I shouldn't say that. A hurdle that's like 2 feet and I can't jump over it right now because I was just so tired. It's so weird to me because this past week has angered me, humbled me, and helped me understand myself better and remind me I'm human, which it's conflicting because, like, hey, let me be a robot and let me crank this out because work. At the same time, it's like, hey, let me go to sleep or something, you know. It's let me go to sleep or something. It's weird. Also, side note, I hope my neighbor is not watching me right now. That'd be pretty awkward. But overall, I just feel tired. Is the point of that overall rant, I guess. And like I said earlier, this bed is so comfy and it's so easy to fall asleep on, and I wouldn't be surprised if I fell asleep right now in front of the camera. I it just feels really nice. Being able to rest is so important. And I'm not talking just sleep either. Sleep is very important. That's a big part of it. It's just that I don't think that's enough sometimes. I got my 8 hours, sometimes 9 hours of sleep in. I have a great sleep schedule. Yet I'm still in this bed at 3:30 p.m. because I'm wiped out. And I don't think I want to make the same mistake again, even though it could happen always, but sheesh. It's so easy just to lay down here and scroll, like on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, on TikTok, and then take a nap, wake up, scroll again, maybe look at the ceiling for like a minute, then scroll back to scrolling, and more naps, and more scrolling, maybe some food, and just doing nothing. And sometimes you can't help it. I mean, I couldn't help it. Nobody, like, you know. But it's just not fulfilling, and I don't want to do that all the time. I think having those days is fine. I think actually it's inevitable that we have those days because we are constantly working, we have busy lives, and sometimes we forget to take that break or just don't have the time to take that break, and our brain or body forces us to take that break. It's gonna happen. I probably will have a lapse in my estimation skills of what I could handle, and I go in that bed again. However, at least for me, in a personal way, I think it's also important to get back up and get back into my routine again, not fall into a lifestyle that's kind of sad in a way, since now I'm doing so much more and I feel so like happier. Even though I'm tired, I'm happy. It's weird, honestly. A big reason why I got out of this rut is because of like you guys, making a video, getting it out there, sharing stuff about just my life, the tiniest details, the tiniest ideas. I just find it very nice. It fulfills me creatively, and it's like, it gives me drive, drive to not sit in the bed all day this time, drive to not binge a video, drive to complete my morning routine and not want another nap. It's very, very handy, and it's very nice to have something like this. I make these videos not for the end goal of financial gain or a huge community, even though that might be handy sometimes. I just make these because I genuinely enjoy them, and I can see myself doing this for a while. I've kept it up, like, on and off for, what, I like to say since 2020? And, man, it's just a continuous learning process and a continuous journey, I guess is the best word to describe that. Having a creative output really helps me. And that creative output doubling as like a sort of mini journal, as well as sharing my life with others, is really, really cool. Speaking about sharing my life, besides the constant moping, complaining, and tiredness that I experienced last week, I actually have two things to share with you at least. One is today, at the time I'm recording this, Monday, September 16th, 2024, I have a club meeting that I'm going to at 6 o'clock at night. So in about 2 hours at the time of recording this, like I said. And I'm very, very nervous and very excited. Like, are there going to be potential established friend groups? Actually, not potential. There are going to be established friend groups. So like, will I fit in? Is there like any other loners like me over there? Am I gonna meet my best friend over there? Am I gonna meet the love of my life over there? No, I'm not gonna say that. Definitely not. But just there's so many possibilities that could happen, and I'm nervous, but I'm excited. That's all I gotta say. I'm also tired, if you can tell. And last week, even though I complained about the workload, I got everything done. And like I said, I wanted to do a list of stuff, and I did that list of stuff. That really made me proud. I am really happy about that. So that's another one for me. And yeah, those are the two biggest things I wanted to share. If they're wanting some updates of life, who's there? I should probably get ready though. Thank you for enjoying the video, and I'll see you next week. Yep, I'll give you uppies. Goodbye.